welcome back to Gravity Rush. More cutscene times, I guess.
Wait, is she going to be evil?
No, actually not.
Oh, okay, because that's like Evil Shrine, if I've ever seen it. So,
Well,
okay.
no, it looks more like the shrine Helga made to Arnold.
Yeah, what I said, Evil Shrine.
As a character design, she looks more like that character who sits in a room somewhere in a corner of the game, and you can go there for a hint about where you're supposed to be going, even though the game is absurdly linear anyway.
Oh, like in Paper Mario, okay.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking more about East, but Paper Mario's got one too, yeah.
Which East game?
The first one.
Oh yeah. Well, the fortune teller dies in that game, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I haven't gotten that far. Thanks for the spoiler.
Dude, first off, the game's from like 1987, and that's
well,
like
yeah, but it's also like a really niche game from 1987 that very few people that are listening to this would have played.
Okay, well, first off, it happens in like the first hour.
Tonight's gonna end with Lewis opening his closet and there's a big red X on this picture of Ted he has for safekeeping.
Anyway,
Never again.
I hope you like bump combat and trying to ram into enemies diagonally.
That's precisely why I haven't gotten that far in the game.
If you liked the idea of it, East 2 is much more polished about bump combat. But
the unfortunate thing about East 1 and East 2 is that, unlike the rest of the games, East 1 and East 2 actually are one continuous story. So
a little bit. You can play 2 without playing 1, and you don't really miss that much, but they are mostly connected,
you just replace the entire first game's plot in your mind with yet another one of Adol's unfortunate encounters with a beach.
Oh, what's that?
Adol's ship got washed up on a shore in pieces again.
Oh no! The mysterious red-headed boy landed on an island, and the local cute anime girl falls in love with him. Man, which East game am I describing? Literally all of them.
The funny thing about the East series is that it kind of does the same thing The Legend of Zelda does by like repeating the same plot points with the same character, except in East's case, it's literally the same character every time. There is continuity.
I poke fun though. I really do like East. I've been saying for months that I need to go back and finish East 8 because I got the Switch version and got distracted pretty early into my playthrough. Oath and Felghana, which is the remake of 3,
that's a fantastic game.
That's like one of my favorite RPGs of all time, actually. Also, if you have not done it right now yet, look up the soundtracks to East 1 and 2 Chronicles and East, Oath and Felghana because goddamn, that is like damn. All right, I'll just put it that.
Falcom does many things amazingly, and music is definitely one of them.
Yeah, but like I mean, you can usually get East 1 and 2 collection on Steam for like $2 both when it goes on sale. So for that price, yeah, I'd recommend it. But
Falcom games go on sale pretty frequently, and they're always a good buy.
Yeah. Maybe one of these days I'll actually play Trails of Cold Steel or Trials or whatever one it's actually called. Trails, okay.
Yeah.
I can never remember which one it's actually
Well, the first game was Trails in the Sky in reference to the airships flying by. Okay. And they just, kept up the title theming, even though it made, like, a hell of a lot less sense for any other series other than Sky. One of them is Trails of Azure and another is Trails of Zero? What does that even mean?
At least they're doing better than Namco. Alright. One of my favorite Pro ZD skits is, we really wanted to talk about this game with its connection with the human soul, which is why the title, Tales of was the perfect fit. And then you just see him like being like, oh, fuck it. And then he just is slamming on the keyboard and random, on the title document. God, I have no idea what Namco is thinking when they're titling that series sometimes.
They're probably not.
Well, because the thing is that, like, Tales of Symphonia, I do think is, like, a really pretty sounding name, but it means nothing. Like,
it makes you think of music.
It does make you think of music, but despite that game having a good soundtrack, As far as I remember,
It has
music
nothing to
doesn't-
do with what goes on in the game, does it?
No, not really.
And what the hell is a Vesperia?
What's an Exilia? And how do you
You see,
pronounce
the-
it?
I'm not too fond of that word destiny. I don't know what it means.
Well, like the one game I've played that has a title that makes sense is Tales of the Abyss, although there's no abyss anywhere in that game from what I remember. I did play it like a good 7 years ago, so maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought that game was about a douchebag who learned
Well,
to
it means
be
like maybe
slightly
the
less
abyss
of a
is how
douchebag.
divisive the fan base is on the main character.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm personally of the opinion that he's insufferable, but he's well written as insufferable, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that's a positive or negative.
Speaking of main
No.
characters, like I love Tales of Exilia to pieces, but the main character is a woman who is also a nature goddess who is named Maxwell, which is a name that fits neither of those things, and I'm just like, what? So yeah, Namco and naming not so good.
No, not really. I mean, to be fair though, actually, you know what? I was going to say Tekken, but like most of the Tekken names are fine, at least from what I can remember. There's the new character who has a name that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce in Tekken 7 DLC, but I
Which one is that?
So Leroy Smith was the black guy who was blind, I think, who was apparently so good, like he's a bustedly good character.
Oh, like
apparently.
is that the
Yeah.
George Clinton looking one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a brain dead character to play as.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, but, oh god, I forget what the other character's name is, but he's a really big guy with a lot of tattoos. I think that name might actually, like, be fitting for where he's from, but I also have not looked into him, so I'm not gonna say that that's, like, a bad one. But, I mean, then again, they named the bear and the panda literally bear and panda.
Bear and panda.
So, okay, maybe we can make fun of Tekken a little bit there. Also, Pokken Tournament is also a dumb name. I'm going to throw that out there, but
I mean, it works. It's a portmanteau of Pokemon and Tekken, so.
yeah, but it just sounds dumb.
Well, to be fair, if it weren't for how familiar the word was, Pokemon
Dude, this guy has a
would sound
PlayStation
dumb.
Move.
Oh, my god, no!
Wait,
that
it
is a
is.
PlayStation move.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Is there a PlayStation Move gimmick that thing ties into?
No, I think it's just a reference. I love that face.
Oh!
It's almost like this game's version of You Don't Say.
How has that not been memed yet?
Because no one played this
Because
game.
nobody played this game.
That's some prime meme material, though. Like,
That's a perfect reaction post on Twitter is what that is.
So because they were cheating, we're going to still listen. Mortal Kombat!
oh, you were singing the more. For a moment, I thought you were singing the Doom theme song.
Yeah, I
Did
gamer.
Oh god.
I did catch that what that you posted.
Yeah, I feel bad
yeah,
though
that's
because
how
I
it
showed
was.
it to my friend Catherine and I was like, "How do you rate my meme?" And she was like, 8 out of 10. You needed to put a baguette in it." And I was like, "No, I didn't make his gun a baguette, so I'm a failure as a meme, as a memer."
What do you think the BMPFG stands for?
Baguette fucking gun 9000.
No, he had a baguette, but he just ate it. It looked so delicious.
through the mask.
helmet.
He just smashed it on.
Man, now that I'm thinking of bread, I just want to go to Louisiana and get a po' boy because the bread they use for those is just so good. And you'll never.
Carbohydrates are the best invention mankind has ever made. Prove me wrong.
It's like you won't get that particular kind of bread except in like Louisiana or actual France. Like actual literal France, I think.
Okay, so what's stopping us from just activating gravity and yeeting this motherfucker across the realm?
Fighting fair.
No.
Yeah, we're the good guys, John.
But he has a PlayStation Move.
Yeah, beat him
Needs
up.
to be stopped.
That guy has a
Yeah.
PlayStation move. Wait, did that guy just have his battle cry be bonjour? Yeah, we need to kick this guy, Glass Joe's.
Let me guess.
frickin'
After
ass
you win,
here.
they're going to claim you cheated anyway.
No, actually.
Oh. Really?
Wait, so they say we cheated?
No, I said no. They don't.
No. But the reasoning for this is because the earlier cutscenes there has been foul play. Is that what really happened, or did they? Say
Yeah,
so?
they foul played against us.
Oh, okay.
But the younger brother, the guy we're fighting now, has at least some sense of honor and called them out for it.
Ah.
So now they can't cheat because it's Mortal Kombat.
Okay, so here's the thing that I'm thinking about right now. Cat's legs and feet are apparently strong enough to kick open rocks that these people need hardcore drilling equipment in order to open.
Yeah.
So how does one kick not shatter
He
this guy's
drinks
spine?
a lot of milk.
I imagine she's holding back.
I like how this isn't determined by a health bar system, but rather by a point system.
Oh, and you have to get the snitch in order to win the round.
Yay, we beat someone up.
Violence solves all of our problems.
Look
I
at
mean, it
this.
tends to, yes.
Look at this girl over here just clapping silently because she's too timid to be loud.
Backstory.
What does that art on this character remind me of?
What, the older one or
The guy with the goatee, yeah.
Oh,
For some reason, that character reminds me of another character from a different game, but I am spacing out on who that actually could
You'll
be.
remember once the recording's over.
Probably, yeah. I'll wake up
That's
4 months
generally
from
how it
now
works.
and be like, I know who that character was.
So, what is this game's plot exactly, and has it even shown up yet?
Not really, no.
So, right now we're just following Kat on her random adventures?
Yeah, basically.
Huh. Well, I can't say I'm opposed. It's pretty fun stuff.
If at least setting up characters for the sake of developing them later, I don't really mind that.
Yeah, I'm personally of the mind that you don't need to have a lot of plot to have a good story, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, plot A does when a game begins, the plot doesn't have to immediately begin with plot A. You can start with plot C and then go to plot B, which further develops plot A. I don't mind that.
Yeah, but after that, we'll be getting to, I think, the main area of the game. So next part in Gravity Rush. Yay.